Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Cause 2. This is the 18th episode. I'm Solon, and this is Rainy Day Let's Play. So, we are, like always, attempting to take off in our Silverbolt 6, but this time we're actually going to another agency mission. It only took like 3 hours of game time, but we finally unlocked another one. Within those 3 hours, I've almost figured out how to actually fly, which is kind of a nice change, but I'm gonna miss explosively dying over and over and then running out of money and realizing, crap, now I'm gonna have to hitchhike. You know, there's something charming about that. But in our last episode, we got our text message, or our message from the Ular boys, basically saying, hey, we have information on our Japanese friend. I don't know. I really honestly have lost track of the plot completely. But we'll get filled in right here with our favorite people in the whole wide world. I can't wait to... hope there's just a time when I can just blow Sloth Demon up. Sup? Hate your car. Hate you. Love you. Oh, I think that was our bus.
Don't tell me you found a hickory chip supplier.
We hit the jackpot, Sheldon. The Russian, Zhang Sun, and our Japanese ex-general, they're all holed up in the Three Kings Hotel. And the best bit is, not one of them.
I'm gonna miss that van. It was the best character in the whole game.
Three Kings, huh? I should have known. Hotel's got the best damn bar on Panau, and waitresses to match.
All the better for me to check in then.
Better book a twin, buddy. I'm coming.
Roomies.
About time I saw some action, Hyundai. Can't let you have all the fun.
So, hopefully that means that he'll actually help us, which is a weird change of pace, since he honestly hasn't done anything to help us in the entire game.
Payne can't be with us on this one. She'll be in conference with headquarters.
Why is in conference in quotes?
Explaining what's been going on here.
Is that like CIA code for she's like in the bathroom or something? She's in conference, you know.
You take care of this Zane character and I'll try to locate the Rusky. Get to it.
So, obviously, all three of our super diabolical, evil, mastermind generals of communist nations are on the tops of each of the three towers in the Three Kings Hotel. Because, duh.
Yeah, of the stupid American dog.
Oh my god.
I saw you coming a mile away, Agency Minion. Now,
Oh my god.
the true power of Chinese fireworks will be revealed.
Wow, that is a horrible stereotype. But, apparently it's some kind of boss fight, I think, that I'm in right now. I don't really know what we're doing, but we'll just, you know, have a shoot-off. And looks like my revolver wins this round. So, that is, in about 20 seconds, one down.
Funny that, huh? We Chinese knew about it.
Knew about what?
And the Russians knew. And even the Japanese.
I thought they all knew that they didn't know that they were there.
You Americans. You were in the dark.
I got a positive on the Russian.
No, don't! He's actually like...
Yeah, since you're not the one being shot at.
Of course.
To stake the claim. Too late, Buffalo Bill. Send me my tank. No!
What would a Russian general be without his giant tank? Upside, we got a cool looking, this is kind of like that Metal Gear Solid fight against a Raven. Maybe it's a nice homage, or probably not, but hey, who cares? There's a tank on the top of a hotel, and that alone is kind of cool. They're setting up a really nice scene. It just happens to be really, like, American nationalist in a really weird and stereotypical way. So, funny thing about this fight is that there are claymores all around the fight area, and these aren't your ordinary normal claymores. They are magic claymores that blow up in a huge radius, and not in one direction, and they cannot be disarmed in any way. So basically, it just means we can't get close, or this happens. So, that's just what that is. In the meantime, wanted to make a mention, because Sir Mr. Mister's been helping out a whole bunch in the comments, and he said, I think it was in the 5th episode comments on, I don't know, I'm way ahead of everything, so, but he commented that you won't see progress with the agency missions when you blow stuff up, when you have an agency mission unlocked, and that's because you can't unlock multiple story missions at once, because that would break the continuity of everything. However, when you do cause chaos, and you have that agency mission unlocked, it'll just roll over to the next limit. So, simple answer to a simple thing that's been on my mind. Fortunately, unlike the Metal Gear Solid fight, can't just throw grenades at the treads and hope it works. So we're kind of going to use our friend. We're actually going to use oh god, what's his name? Demon of the Slothness. Damon or something. Oh, I care so much. But we're going to use him for cover, and we're going to just try to shoot Mr. Murkov right in the dome. So it looks like we get like about 6 or 7 seconds of distraction time, in which time we can shoot the Russian stereotype guy. Oh my god. Also, his name's Tom Sheldon. It only says it every 5 seconds. Okay, so I need to be a little bit faster than that. Otherwise, the revolver, which I think it was also Sir Mr. Mister suggested using, and it has been fun.
Keep your head down, Rico. Let's take this rusty out.
Alright, so it should be like one more round of this. You know, I'll just stay over here. It seems that the tank auto-locks on to wherever the helicopter's at, and the helicopter's just always kind of floating center of the stage. So as long as I'm on this side or the opposite side of this building, I'll get a nice side view of his, nice, like, profile. Ah, so close. Wonder if I can shoot through the grate. Or maybe I'll just use one more grenade, it'll finish him. Oh, super sexy. Alright.
You may have beaten me, but not my homeland! Yeehaw! Here comes freedom, baby!
Wait, what? What?
Sheldon, I didn't know you still had it in you.
Rico, buddy, I'm as American as apple pie. And you know all real Americans hate
What? Oh my god. Tom Sheldon, you are the worst person ever. That was... I honestly... Alright, the game's entirely worth it to play just for that line. That was like the worst voice acting and best writing ever. I'm Amurican. That's all I heard. What? Oh, of course. The old elevator descending... What? Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay, so we're finally back at the top of our third king of the three kings. Is the randomly Japanese guy, Washio. Washio? Is that actually his name? Alright. So, we're supposed to somehow get into his suite. And we're just kind of wambling through the nice courtyard. This is actually, I think, like one of the first times we're actually in a main building. They never let us inside of things, so they created like this whole nice inside set piece just for this one area. Somewhere around here, there's got to be something. Oh, his doors are upstairs. Okay, so I guess we just walk on in, right? Or not? Do I knock? Hello? Let me in. Maybe he's too old for this. He might be hard of hearing. He is, you know, 135 at this point. Oh, I'm supposed to blow up the suite doors. That's what I'm doing. I am so sorry. Alright, so we're just going to go upstairs, and that would explain why there's grenades up there. Obviously. Although, it seems like a terrible way to enter someone's suite. Okay, so I gotta blow up both doors. It's not just like a one thing and enter. Okay, now we'll go in there. Wait, we're not going in there? What?
You come. I thank you, Army Boy, for defeating my Chinese and Russian competitors. And also for giving me a chance to test my impressive battery of satellite-controlled missiles.
Well, some things make more sense. But a lot of things make less sense. So apparently he was actually up here the whole time, and we like passed by him somehow on the way down the stairs or something. Honestly, whatever. Probably the more interesting thing is that with Masayo Washio, such a... I don't think I've heard a name like that. With Masayo, he's attacking us with sky pillars of death from a satellite. Meanwhile, we're just gonna shoot him. It's actually not even difficult. But, oh! Okay, maybe it'll be a little more difficult. Oh, awkward. So we got killed at the last second before it gave us the mission success thing. So that's silly. But the interesting thing about this character in this fight is that this kind of affirms some of the ideas that I've had. Usually, when you're on Team America, you've got 3 bad guys. Especially right now, you have 3 Far East bad guys. There's a lot of bad guys out there at the US, which is good reason. But there's 3 main bad guys from the East. You got Russia, and you got China, and you've got North Korea. They've made mention to Korea once, if I was paying attention right to this whole thing. They didn't mention North or South, they just said something about Korea. However, we have this Japanese character who is supposed to be the general of the Japanese army at some point. An ex-general. I just want to see if that'll actually work. No. Alright, looks like those are one-hit kills. That's okay. We've only got like 4 bullets left in our revolver, so I want to make sure I use those well. Okay, so we'll do this right this time. It's not too difficult of a fight, I'm just making it more difficult than I need to. So, one hand, this doesn't make any sense at all, because Japan hasn't had a standing army since the 50s. Having a actual Japanese general who has apparently some kind of status in the Japanese army doesn't necessarily make sense. However, what does make sense is if they're coding this to represent North Korea in some kind of way. It would at least make more sense. I mean, it still doesn't make any sense at all, but the interesting thing is, why wouldn't they use North Korea as the bad guy? And why would they use Japan instead? My gut instinct would go with subtle systemic racism, but I don't know if that's super fair, and I feel like there's more to it. Either way, it's totally weird to think of Japan as the threatening bad guy and not think of North Korea based on how one is raised in America. Either way, we took him out, and that'll be the end of that. And we killed with the revolver. We killed all three of them with the revolver. That one's for you, Mister.
But you are none so wiser. The world's eyes turn towards Panau, but you remain in the dark. Indeed, America is now
and he sits
a
up.
blind monster, fighting without knowing why.
Why? Wait, Rico, no! What are you doing? That was extraordinarily violent.
Back here, Rico. I fixed you up a mean margarita.
Wow, I think that's the most commentary this game has made so far, as far as the narrative goes.
Beautiful margarita. I'm betting whatever brought those boys Panay way is the same thing that's made baby Panay tear up his contract with Uncle Sam.
Figures. What now?
It's time for the big squeeze, Rico.
No, none of
them factions thinking you're their
this makes sense.
while you take them apart
Although,
from the inside.
if we're gonna give someone a big
The more
squeeze,
trouble there is, the more likely that baby's gonna show his hand, and that's when we break it off.
how physical. It's almost kinky in a hyper-masculine way. So that's the Three Kings mission. I don't know how I feel, but they actually, said something compelling and profound in that last second. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time on Rainy Day.